I'm super excited to be partnering with the Sunny Ann Mercantile Co. for this giveaway. This raffle will go to support my journey as Miss Virginia Junior High School America as I compete at Nationals. The 2023 Nationals will be held in Little Rock, Arkansas this summer. It is worth $175, which includes a baby orange bog bag, smelly face slippers medium to large, bamboo charcoal eye mask, a coconut and vitamin D eye mask, bubbly bell soaked mask, world's softest socks, cleanse gourmet shower steamer. Here's how it works. $20 per ticket with no maximum amount on the raffle tickets purchased. Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App are accepted. Thank you so much for supporting my road to Miss Junior High School America.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of The Crowning Moment. Today we have another very special guest, but before we get started, I want to thank everyone for joining us. We're getting ready to roll into the Miss High School America girls. We're currently talking to the Virginia Junior High School Teya McCurry, but we will have a bunch of the North Carolina and South Carolina girls coming up later this season on Crowning Moment podcast. But let's go ahead and get into today's episode. We are bringing in Teya McCurry to the conversation.
Hi everyone, my name is Teya McCurry, your Miss Virginia Junior High School America 2023. I'm 13 years old and I currently live in Mahalo, South Carolina, and I'm so excited to go to Nationals this year.
Amazing. Teya, well, I just want to say thank you so much for joining us today. I had the honor of meeting you. You were actually my first ever podcast giveaway winner, and we got to know each other very well while doing your photo shoot at Holt Avery in Revenge Face in Newberry, South Carolina. And what an amazing and exciting time that was to spend together. Your mom is adorable, and you absolutely are the sweetest little thing. So it was so nice being able to see you there, and then kind of what you've done over the past, I guess, like 2 years that I've known you now. So I want to talk a little bit about, we know you've got that shiny crown on your head, but I want to talk about the path that it took to get to this point. I know you've been competing since, I think, the age of 2 years old. Is that about right? Yes. Okay. So tell me a little bit about how you started in pageants.
My mom just loved pageants and she just decided to throw me in it. But competing at the South Carolina, North Carolina High School America, I actually had no interview experience, but the first year I placed third runner-up, and then this past year I actually placed first runner-up.
That is so exciting. Okay, so I want to talk about that high school for North Carolina and South Carolina. That is a big deal in the South. I know that this year they're taking over 40 different girls to the national competition for the High School America organization. But I want to talk a little bit about your journey. You said, going into it your first time, you've never really had to interview, didn't know what that was like. What are some things, going into that High School America interview that really did scare you? And I mean, be honest with us. What was scary in that interview?
I've always been a really shy person, and it was just scary to tell my life story, even though it's about me. But it was just really nerve-wracking, especially if you're just gonna blank out. But I honestly think I did so good for my first interview. I came out all smiling, and it was amazing.
That's super exciting. And I know for myself, interview can definitely be the hardest part of competition because going out and really telling people your heart and everything on the inside can be very vulnerable in those moments. And you want people to, of course, like you from the situation. But at the same time, you have to remember, I am me and I'm proud of everything I've done. But going into your second year, I know your first year at the pageant, you got third runner up, which is super amazing. Very big congrats to you, because being in middle school age, doing that junior high program is really difficult because you're still trying to find yourself. But going into the second year, you have a little bit of better footing. You know what's going on. You're getting ready for that interview. What do you think was your favorite part from competing this year at the North Carolina, South Carolina High School America pageant?
Getting to actually know the past title holders, because they were so sweet and amazing, and actually meeting the current title holders, they're also so sweet. But it was just such an easy experience because you just brought everyone together, and it wasn't nerve-wracking as much as it was in the past year.
Exactly. And I know you guys do a lot of fun stuff. This year, I actually got to I was there the past year. I'm a sponsor for the organization in South Carolina, North Carolina. But also this year, Pageant Vision was a part of the filming of the live streaming. And we did a really cool thing getting to interview all of the other, past title holders for South Carolina, North Carolina, and even some new ones that actually ended up winning. So it's pretty cool. And after you guys or all the girls on stage were done, we got to interview the new girls coming in. But one of the cool things that I do want to talk about is all of the different parties you have. So I know that you guys had a really fun PJ party. Tell us a little bit about what it's like going to those kind of events.
They were so fun. I mean, they were amazing. We got to have we got to wear like cool hats and take really fun pictures. There was a dance floor. You just got to be yourself around people. It was just the best time ever.
That's exciting. And, you're getting ready to go to nationals. And I know you told us you placed first runner up. And speaking from experience, first runner up can be that such a sweet moment, but at the same time, it's so bittersweet because you are so close to winning that shiny new crown or winning that opportunity of a lifetime to go to nationals. But you were gifted an amazing opportunity by Miss Candy and Crystal and the whole junior high school and collegiate organization to go to nationals. This is your, I wouldn't say revenge, I would say redemption story. This is, you're going in harder, tougher, and stronger than you did coming into state. And, tell me a little bit about what you're most excited for going to the national competition.
Getting to meet all the girls, and actually I'm really excited for the interview because I want to interview more, which is kind of scary for me. It's just really
It's nerve-wracking.
yeah,
We'll put it there.
nerve-wracking.
It's very difficult, and that's the thing, even with live interviews like this, you never know what to expect, you never know what questions are, and any person that's ever listened to the podcast, they may not know, and even like you, Teya, you're just now learning. I don't give you really a list of questions. I just kind of say, hey, let's interview, let's talk, and that's the best part about this, because you get to watch back. This is like your own mini mock interview, and that's what crowning moment I really wanted it to be in the beginning, is interviewing people, learning their story, and now, giving them the tips and tricks of, how can I now see what I did with this interview and ace it for the next one? And I know you personally have been working very hard in that interview room, prepping with different people and making sure that it is an A1 interview. And I'm very proud of you. I definitely have been very grateful to be along with your journey and watching you grow and blossom. But let's talk about the fun things. Let's get away from the scary stuff. Let's talk about the fun things. So for nationals, what would you describe your wardrobe as? Like, is it fun, exciting, colorful? What would you describe it as?
It's very me. My fun fashion, I love it. It's so me. And my evening gown, I would have never expected, my old me would never expect me to wear it. I would
It's
just,
definitely a new side of you.
yes.
That's exciting. Okay. Also, I know that a lot of people heard about this last year when I was talking with the high school girls, but what was the retreat weekend like? I know coming into this, you were a little worried that you were like, oh, well, it's only for North Carolina, South Carolina, but Crystal and Candy, like I said, they have almost 40 girls going from the state that may have at-large titles, or they just picked up a title and went, that are also a Palmetto State or something else from South Carolina, North Carolina. Tell us a little bit about what that whole retreat weekend was like firsthand.
It was so amazing. We got the best food. We got some Chick-fil-A, but it was a lot of hard work, and we got to do mock interviews, and we got to walk, and we got to have fun and actually write cards for our sponsors.
Yes, that's what I did get a screenshot of a card that I think is coming my way, which I really appreciate that. And that's the good thing about Miss Crystal, Miss Candy. They really do care about all the girls that care for you guys during your entire year, whether it be a sponsor or a parent helping out. And I loved seeing all the content from the weekend. It truly was exciting. But I want to talk a little bit more about Teya. So I know we always talk about this, and maybe the hardest part is talking about yourself, but I want you to tell me, what are you doing in school right now? What are you most excited for, just with your life going forward, going into high school next?
I'm actually a vice president for our Unified Champions Club, which is a special education club, which we help them and just get to be their friend. And we actually get to go to the Special Olympics with them, which is actually in a week. And it's so amazing. And we get to have a water balloon fight. But at my school, I love helping them because they're just the best people ever.
And I know recently you were just crowned, the new middle school queen. What was that
Yeah.
like? And I actually got to watch a live stream. They had it on YouTube, so that was really cool. So definitely check out where Teya went to middle school so you can see her video. But what was that like competing for your school and ultimately winning and being the new queen of your school?
It was so surreal. I was actually crying during my crowning moment. It was so amazing because I put in all this hard work and it finally paid off.
Exactly, and that's what we love to hear, and I know, coming off of the South Carolina North Carolina pageant, it hurts. It does hurt. I've been in that first runner-up spot 3 times in a row, and it does hurt, but you learn so much more from when you don't win. So going into that next pageant, you're coming in stronger and harder, and I know that's exactly what you're doing with nationals this year. I wanna ask, have you gotten to pick which they do, like, extracurricular, like, trails or go into different things. Have you got to pick which extracurricular at nationals that you're going to be doing?
Yes, I'm doing zip lining. Even though I'm like terrified of heights, I just decided to take the risk and just do it.
That's gonna be so fun. That is definitely my favorite. I'm super excited. I'll actually be at the High School America pageant this year with you guys. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm working with Pageant Vision TV. We'll be doing a lot of behind the scenes, so definitely check that out at pageantvision.tv and see more that we have at pageantvision.com. But Teya, I just want to say thank you so much for being on here today. And we've come to the final question. I like to ask everyone the same one. So, Teya, tell me, in what way has pageants positively impacted you?
They really just bring me with new girls together. They make it so nice and sweet to be around, and they just make you feel like a better person, whether you're doing community service or an appearance. You just feel so happy, and it just feels so amazing.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Taya, for joining us today. And guys, don't forget to check out Crowning My Podcast on all podcasting platforms. And I want to remind you guys to check out our social media. Every week, we're updating and showing which postings are coming out. Today, we will have our, of course, Miss Virginia Junior High School posting. But next week, and also this week, we have a couple other episodes coming out from the high school girls. So be on the lookout for our new series this year with the Miss High School America organization.